We're underway for this Biddy ODonnell 4-year-old maiden, and the forerunners head on their way towards the first of the 15 fences, and Mount Slemish is the first to show. Already has an advantage of 2 or so lengths over Dalco Biwi in the second position. Play to Getaways on the inner ring third, and Jeannie Twall, back marker of the quartet, who climb towards the highest point of the course, turning right-handed at the enclosures, about to race downhill on their way towards fences 2 and 3, taken on the run away from us, and it is Mount Slemish has the advantage, leads by just under a length to Hidalgo Biwi on the outside of Play to Getaway. Jeannie Twall watching on at the rear of the quartet, and as expected, it's not too strong of a gallop being set in these early stages as the leader jumps out towards his right over fence number 2 is Mount Slemish, about to be joined on the outside by Hidalgo Biwi. Third position then for Play to Getaway, and being followed by Jatwal at the tail of the field. So heading out over fence number 3, Mount Slemish much straighter out over that obstacle than he had been at number 2 at the top of the hill, and the forerunners now have an extended run on the flat before they leave the ground at fence number 4, which is the first of 3 in the home straight. And turning right-handed, it's Mount Slemish and Noel McParlin who is extending his advantage once again up to a length and a half. Hidalgo Biwi and Jack Hendrick is sitting in the second position. It's on the outside of Play to Getaway and Brian Lawless, and Jeannie Twall and Harley Dunn continuing to fill the back position. So a steady gallop as expected in this small field, going likely to be a tactical affair in this opening contest, and it's still Mount Slemish, the son of Mount Nelson, on debut, leads 3 other newcomers into the home straight on their way towards fence number 4. Hidalgo Biwi in the black jacket, green epaulets on the right as they run back towards us. White sleeves, a green cap and green jacket for Play to Getaway with the white face, and Jetwal is the back marker of the 4, but very little separating the quartet as they come through the gap, heading on their way towards fence number 5, which completes their opening circuit in this 4-year-old maiden, a race that's been won by Alpha Desabeau in the past. But it is Mount Slemish who has the narrow advantage under restraint in the hands of Noel McParlin. Noel recorded his 9th winner of the season yesterday in Armagh. That was for the Caroline McCulden stable. Teams up with Gerald Quinn today. And this trio have already combined to success in the 4-year-olds division this month. Brock Shane winning at Kirkestown a couple of weeks ago. Balco Biwi just receiving a slap down the neck, turning right-handed on the bends. That'll bring them downhill, heading on their way towards 7 and 8. Play to Getaway. Brian Lawless for the Donegal Doyle Yards in the 3rd position, and Jeannie Twall for owner, rider, trainer Harley Dunn. So closing in on fence number 7, it brings them towards the halfway point. Still Mount Slemish with the advantage over Dalco Biwi, Play to Getaway and Jeannie Twall. There's been very little change to the running order as they head on through the gap, and racing now inside the final mile and a half. Mount Slemish still with the advantage. Good jump out over fence number 8, and maintaining the advantage over the second running Hidalgo Biwi. They're being followed in the 3rd spot by Play to Getaway and Jeannie Twall in the 4th position. This one a half-brother to Petty Bonhomme, who was unlucky not to win a 4-year-old maiden at Lismore a couple of years ago for the Pat Doyle Yards, but it's still Mount Slemish with the advantage. Leads by just over a length as they continue on this long run that'll bring them back into the home straight, where fences 9, 10 and 11 await them, the first of which is 7 from the finish in this Biddy ODonnell Memorial 4-year-old maiden. Mount Slemish with the advantage over Hidalgo Biwi, the French-bred son of Balco, in the 2nd spot from Play to Getaway and Jeannie Twall, as they close in on this fence, which is 7 from the finish. And it's still Mount Slemish, the Northern Raider, with the advantage. Play to Getaway now just coming to almost take a share of the 2nd position with Hidalgo Biwi as they now prepare to head on through the gap, and they're about to head out on their final mile. They've got 6 to jump in our opener. Mount Slemish, Hidalgo Biwi, Play to Getaway and Jeannie Twall. Very little separating the quartet. A blanket of 2 or so lengths would cover the 4. as they now race inside the final mile and head on towards the fence, which is 5 from the finish in our opener, waiting for the pace of the race to really pick up. And they're now racing in 2x2 formation as they take the bend. That'll take them on the run towards the back straight. And Hidalgo Biwi has just got his head in front narrowly for the first time in the contest. But Mount Slemish, with the advantage of the inside, comes back through and peaks his head in front once again. So Mount Slemish to Hidalgo Biwi, Play to Getaway and Genie Etoile. All four still holding claims as we wait for the pace of the race to begin to pick up as they go out over the fourth last. A good jump once again by the quartet. Hidalgo Biwi though just strides on now. Jack Hendrick just trying to inject a bit of pace into the race, and crucially he's been able to get across to the inside in front of Mount Slemish. Play to Getaway in Genie Etoile. They're now going past the long-time leader. So Mount Slemish, who cut out much of the running, has dropped to be the new back marker as Hidalgo Biwi strides on. Has the advantage now by 2 lengths. Play to Getaway is in second, the first 4-year-old runner of the new year for Donegal Doyle. Third position for Genie Etoile, and your winner comes from this trio because they've quickly left Mount Slemish behind. But it's Hidalgo Biwi has the advantage by a length. Play to Getaway still looks to be travelling well in that second position. There's then a break now of a length and a half to Genie Etoile in the third position, and they're pulling further and further clear over Mount Slemish at the rear of the field. So they're about to take the climb over the final 2 fences in this Biddy ODonnell Memorial 4-year-old maiden, and the trio, they're nearly disputing the advantage of the race on towards the second last. Play to Getaway on the extreme outside. Hidalgo Biwi, and Play to Getaway is gone. So too is Genie Etoile, who is in third, and that's left Hidalgo Biwi with a wide margin advantage over Mount Slemish, who's just getting over the second last. But Hidalgo Biwi, he was being tackled at the second last by Play to Getaway when that rival exited, and that has left Hidalgo Biwi to come home a wide margin winner of the Biddy O'Donnell Memorial 4-year-old maiden for the Cormac Doyle stable, who's had 3 4-year-olds placed already this month. Gets the breakthrough success in that division here as Jack Hendrick steers Hidalgo Biwi to be the sole finish in our opener because Mount Slemish pulled up before the last.